What's going on, guys? Jax the Bearded Hiker here. Today we're going to reverse sear a shoulder tender. Some people call it a petite shoulder tender. Some people call it a bistro steak. And some people even call it a Teres major. If you have never heard of this steak before, I strongly recommend you go seek it out. If you live in the South, I was able to get this at Publix. And think of it as almost like a filet mignon, or filet mignon, ever how you want to say that. But this actually it's tender like that, but it has a lot more flavor in my opinion. This is my favorite cut of beef right now. So it's also a pretty cheap cut of meat too. I picked up 2 of these at Publix for about 18 bucks. So guys, I'm going to show you how I reverse sear one of these. So we'll go ahead and season this bad boy up here. We're going to use some flake sea salt here. And we're going to do this liberally. In fact, we're just going to pretty much over salt this thing is what I would say. Alright, we're going to go on with a little bit of coarse ground black pepper. Let's move this rosemary out of the way here. Alright, and then I'm going to go on with some of this barbecue seasoning here. This is not sponsored, so I'm not going to give this barbecue company a shout out here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's flip it over and do the other side here. A little more sea salt. More black pepper. A little bit more of a barbecue rub here. You can see I'm over seasoning this. Okay, now just pat that in. Okay, so ideally, guys, what you would want to do is try to let this sit overnight if you could, all right? Like that in your refrigerator, okay? If you don't have time, you can go ahead and start your grill going now, but again, we're just gonna let this go for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, and we'll be back with you. So let's get this party started. Go ahead and throw this on our grill here. Now I'm gonna be using the Inkbird thermometer here, and we're gonna go into the thickest part of this meat here, and we're gonna be shooting for about, you can see that it's 50 degrees now, and this bottom number right here on the Inkbird, that's what we want to get it to, 125. So get on an alarm when it gets to 125. We'll go ahead and do our sear. So our tender shoulder is about at 100 degrees right now, so while we're doing that, we're going to just throw a little bit of oil in our cast iron skillet and get that heated up and get this pan nice and hot so we can sear that bad boy off. Okay, we're at 125. Let's go ahead and pull this off. And we're going straight to our cast iron skillet. Here we go. Going to sear it quick on each side before we turn it completely over. A little knob of butter, throw in some garlic, a little bit of thyme, a little rosemary. There we go. Alright, this is about done, guys. All right, we're going to pull this. Trying to just go ahead and drizzle that over the top, just like that. All right, we're going to let it rest 15 minutes. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and cut into this. Now, before somebody freaks out, this is not a serrated knife. It looks like it, but it's not. It's made by Cutco. And it's a double D Delio. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's not a serrated, so don't freak out. All right, let's go ahead. Now, it's probably going to be a little bit more done down here because this is a little tapered. I'm just going to cut them in some medallions as we get up here. Alright, so yeah. That's not the thickest part. Alright, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a taste. Pepper's coming. Oh man. So so juicy, so tender, and buttery with that butter on top. Alright, let me chew this up first. Be right back. Alright guys, there you have it. Reverse seared shoulder tender. If you guys can try to pick one of these up, I highly recommend you guys try this cut of meat. It's so tender. And also, I want to say this. We cooked 2 of them a couple of days ago, and we actually had some left over, and I stuck it in there and in the refrigerator. And normally, I don't really like meat reheated, but I can tell you, I tried it on the grill, and it was delicious. You know, I just kind of took the medallions and kind of pan fried them on my little Cuisinart grill thing. And we also microwaved something, and it didn't get rubbery. It still the texture was still the same, and it was still tender. I mean, it was freaking delicious. All right, guys, so reverse seared shoulder tender or Teres major, do it.